need for speed. It's almost as old as the automobile itself. Why, even in the early 1900s, young drivers were drawn to the sport of motorized racing.
Tack it up, buddy, gonna shut you down.
By the 50s, though, the mere idea of kids racing in cars would conjure up images like this. Wild, reckless juvenile delinquents heading down a one-way road to reform school. However, by the 60s, organized sanctioned drag racing took most of the competition off the streets and onto the safer strips of the nation. And through the years, the drivers of these old muscle cars have watched as their children and even grandchildren have gravitated to the fast lane. Well, like these youngsters who invade Music City Raceway in Nashville every Friday night. They're junior dragsters with that need for speed and desire to drag race just like their parents.
I wanna race a car like my daddy did. Oh, I'm just a kid, still I got a racer's heart. Can't wait to hit the strip on a Friday night, and I'll be alright once I get inside that car.
It's just a lot of fun, and my dad did it, and my grandfather did it, so it's kind of in my blood.
It's fun, and it's just something you can do, and you meet a lot of people.
And you get to go fast.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, it's all about getting the best ET, which stands for elapsed time, and youngsters from 8 to 16 are eligible to compete as long as they have a car, of course. And for most of the kids, like 9-year-old Caitlin Loudon, well, that means earning the right to race.
We've been talking about it for a couple of years. I told you have to keep your grades up, and she's done that. Has to keep her room picked up and help at the house, and she's done all that. So she really worked at it to get it. So we figured she deserved it. And I made a deal with her, and so we're going to try it.
Well, are you proud of her? They
Oh,
kind of
yeah.
followed in your footsteps?
Yeah, I am. Yeah, you know.
When I grow up, I want to be the youngest girl top fuel drag racer.
It's a pretty good goal, isn't it?
I'd say so.
Yeah.
Is that okay with you, Dad?
No, not really. I don't really care if we're doing that. That's dangerous. I feel like this is safe right here.
Yeah. Now, the cars these girls and boys drive are pretty much like the ones their parents might race in, except for the size, of course. The engines are 5-horse Briggs & Strattons running on alcohol. For safety, they got a full roll cage, helmet, and, of course, the 5-point harness, and, well, a mascot for good luck. Now, to keep the playing field level here at the starting line, the junior dragsters run what's called an index. After a couple of time trials, they select an ET dial-in for their car, and the one that runs the closest to that number without breaking out wins the race, some points, and a lot of bragging rights. Here's a junior dragster who's got something to brag about. 13-year-old Casey Gregory is the points leader so far this season.
This year I've got 2 second place, 1 third place, and I've won once.
Wow, that's pretty good for a second year. What's your secret?
I just go out there and have fun.
Cut a good lot, run your own race at the end. Just pay attention to your own race. Not try to win everything, just try to have fun.
Hold it straight, go down the track, cut a good lot, and you'll win.
Who makes the best drivers in this sport?
Girls, because they don't think they're the best, but they just try their hardest. And boys, they automatically think they're going to win.
What, do you like beating up on the boys out here?
Yeah, a lot.
We'll stay away from that argument, but there's no arguing that junior drag racing builds character along with driving skills. They learn sportsmanship and teamwork. The only problem is racing gets in your blood. So what's in store down the road?
I want to be a top field dragster racer. I want to be the first African American to win top field dragsters.
Well, I think you got a good shot at it. I hope you do it.
Okay, thank you.
Most of these youngsters won't go on to the professional ranks, but hopefully, in part thanks to junior drag racing, they will go out into the world and stay on the right track.
Yeah, it keeps them from getting in trouble and on the streets and everything, but they have something to do that's fun.
I